For so many of you out there, you're just done. You're done right now already yesterday with your kids being sick, you being stressed and sick, and turning to the conventional pediatrician, medical doctor, and medical system for another medication. Whether it's over-the-counter or prescription, it seems like the more you struggle, the more medications they recommend, and the more side effects that you experience as a result of that. Very few people get healthier by taking more medications. In fact, it's a pretty much opposite scenario when that happens. Now, that may have led you to this moment in time right now where maybe this video finds you just at that moment where you've been researching and looking at chiropractic care for your kids, for your family, for yourself. But maybe, oh, just maybe, you made your way over to TikTok and YouTube or even Instagram and Facebook, and you saw some sort of crazy action chiropractic adjustment, supposedly videos, where there's a lot of noise and a lot of stuff and a lot of things that make you see that and go, I don't know if I want that, especially for my kiddo. Well, like everything out there, there is many different kinds of chiropractic, and I actually address that on a different video than this one. But with this video, I want to address the side effects of chiropractic and share the good news with you that they are virtually all stinking good. I always like to tell this story to our parents with kind of the picture of the classic drug commercial, right? Now, nobody watches commercials anymore today. Thank goodness we have, streaming services and whatnot. But a lot of us, me included for sure, still love to watch live events like sports or, I don't know, the Country Music Awards. I don't know what it would be that you would actually watch it live on network TV and then have to watch commercials. Now, if you end up, and it's been this way for decades, watching TV commercials, you know that 50% of them are trying to sell you luxury cars or some cars of some sort, and the other 50% seem to be selling you drugs, medications. They're pharmaceutical commercials. And they always begin with the happy, healthy, elderly person or parent or child. It depends on who they're targeting, which is exactly what pharmaceutical companies are doing with commercials. It's insane that they can target and market directly to us, especially our kids, but they can still today, only in the United States and New Zealand, which is just wild and pretty telling itself. But back on track with this parable and story, there's always this happy, healthy person, and the announcer in the beginning is sharing about some of the potential, not that many people experience them, but potential kind of sort of improvements in that condition that a patient might experience with that medication. And then the image doesn't change. Everyone stays happy. They're frolicking in the fields. They're playing pickleball. They're just, so healthy and so happy and so vibrant. But the announcer's tone of voice changes when they start to read the side effects. Like you might have tremors, you might have diarrhea, you might destroy your immune system, you might crap your pants, you might have seizures, you might die. Those are just some of the fun side effects that come with the majority of medications. What if we had a chiropractic commercial? That's this right here. If we had a chiropractic commercial, I think for the imagery, we could possibly use the same stuff. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is active. Everybody is vibrant. Like you can just see people who are healthy and well, and they just literally go at a different frequency, right? So those are the people I would put in our commercial for pediatric and family chiropractic, especially the nervous system focused kind. But when the time comes to change the tune and to go from the positive benefits to the side effects, I wouldn't have to change my tone of voice because the side effects might be the best part of chiropractic. When I first got adjusted, I was 21 years old, and I had struggled for 21 years with, yes, neck pain and shoulder issues. I had a lot of injuries and a lot of just structural stuff from being a farm kid and a small town Iowa kid. So that was what got me in the door for chiropractic, because I thought, like many of you may be watching this right now or checking out our page, you're confused because you're thinking chiropractic is just only for back pain, neck pain, structural musculoskeletal issues. And then you see our page and our content and pxdocs and the podcast being all about just so many other benefits. Well, I didn't know either until I experienced them. I almost didn't even know, and I think some bits of this were ignorance is bliss. I didn't know that I struggled with sensory ADHD. I definitely knew that I struggled with sleep issues for 21 years prior to getting adjusted. I was that kid, that person that could not fall asleep and could not stay asleep. And so so my nervous system was stressed out, wound up. And then when I went to school, I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't follow directions. This may sound like you in your job, in your life right now, moms and dads. This may sound like your child right now in school and so forth. Their nervous system is simultaneously wound up, stressed out, and worn out. Man, oh man, was that me. And I will never forget the first adjustment I experienced by Dr. Rick Elbert in Ames, Iowa. Go Cyclones. Did I physically feel better with my neck and shoulder? Absolutely, positively, instantly. And then I went home and I slept for 14 hours straight. I fell asleep that night at 7 p.m. when normally it took me to 1 to 2 a.m. to even get a chance to get a little bit of sleep before I had to wake up and go to class and go to work the next day. I lived my life exhausted, and for the first time the next day I woke up fully refreshed and recharged. And that day, that adjustment, that experience changed my life. And he didn't even tell me that I would probably sleep that much. It was a side effect that my nervous system and body needed to heal, because when we look at the side effects of chiropractic, let me just list them off. The vast majority, about 80% of our patients, from babies to moms and dads, experience improved sleep. They experience improved digestive health. So motility, absorption, elimination, that's called pooping. Number 3, they experience stronger immune systems. They're not congested all the time. They get over colds and illnesses quicker. And then once you get your immune system stronger, because you're getting your nervous system stronger with this kind of chiropractic, then they just experience, period, less colds, less illnesses, less immune struggles altogether. Then there's the physical stuff. We see kids, we see parents, their posture, their physical health improves, their tension and limited range of motion and uncomfortableness goes away. Then there's the enhanced emotional and behavioral regulation. Parents tell us all the time, my kiddo is more calm and more regulated, and they make transitions easier, and they make decisions easier, and they're not so easily overwhelmed by sensory and behavior and emotional sort of challenges. And then number 6, they have improved focus, concentration, cognition. We call this getting rid of brain fog. The majority of our world, due to this wound up, worn out nervous systems, kids included, are struggling with brain fog, and it's really a big issue. And it is one of the biggest side effects that patients experience, is just clarity of thought and mental function, and then just overall well-being. I'm telling you, you can just look at people, kids and families that get adjusted, and like I said earlier, they just operate with a different frequency. So how the heck does this happen? It's actually really simple. The nervous system is the air traffic control and the master controlling kind of operating system for the entire body. So what neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments do is they release stuck stress from wound up nervous systems. Now, we know we have that as parents, but that actually is the majority of kiddos, because pregnancy, labor and delivery, so the air traffic control center and location is in the what's called brainstem and upper neck or cervical area, and that is exactly where birth interventions like forceps, vacuum induction, and C-section really get in, wreak havoc, create this thing called subluxation, which gets the nervous system wound up and stuck in what's called sympathetic fight or flight dominance. That's a colicky baby, that's tantrums and meltdowns child, that's a inability to sit and focus kiddo in school, that is where anxiety and emotions take over as life gets bigger. That is the child who can't digest food, can't have a strong immune system, can't fall asleep. So everything we talked about on the opposite list, when we went through the positive side effects, well, they experience those things because when a child or a patient is getting adjusted, we're addressing that subluxation, that sympathetic dominance, that stuck on stress mode, and we're getting it to chill out. We're getting the body to relax and regulate better. And the body knows best. When the nervous system starts to work better, everything in the body works better. And it starts with digestion, sleep, and some of these things that we call the basic building blocks of health. So while medications come in and they actually often make basic physiological functions get worse, like digestion, immune health, energy, sleep, focus, and so forth, our adjustments come in and they make the basic, and I don't even like to call it that, I'm just providing contrast to the big stuff like ADHD and seizures. procedures, but none of the stuff within the big stuff and the brain is going to get better for anyone until the basics, the foundational elements of health improve. So the side effects that patients experience all of the time in our care and under our care are all good. And oftentimes people have struggled with them for so long: sleep issues, digestion issues, allergies, getting sick all the time. And because the conventional medical system has just normalized those conditions and said, oh, that happens. Just here's your medication, just deal with it. We look at that and go, that is not the quality of life that you and your kids and your family deserve. Your quality of life is one where all of these side effects should be rocking. And again, you can probably pick up what I'm putting down. They're not side effects. Just like it's actually the wrong term when people take a medication and then have tics because before, they didn't have them, but kids don't have them before they take the medication, then they take it and they get digestive issues and tics and sleep challenges. That's not a side effect. For that kid, that's a direct effect of taking that medication. So our care actually works that way as well, where there is a lot of direct healing effects to getting adjusted. And it goes far beyond the spine, far beyond the musculoskeletal system, and far beyond just physical benefits. I experienced it myself, and now we get to experience it with hundreds of patients every single day in our practice, and hundreds of thousands and millions of patients spread throughout our pxdocs network. So for you, if you've been looking into chiropractic, but you've held off from hitting our directory and getting scheduled with your doc, or calling us if you're local to us, because you've seen TikTok, you've seen YouTube, or you talk to people that honestly just have no clue. Definitely don't talk to, a conventional pediatrician about this, because they don't know. They will totally, chiropractic is, this video is about the side effects instead of the safety, but the truth is it's unreal how freaking safe chiropractic is. And you can look at all sorts of studies. And if you need those, simply send us a DM. We have them. We'll share them with you, the safety of chiropractic. But I know what parents are really looking for, and that is results. We want our kiddos better. Not kind of better, not a little bit better, not this thing and then that thing gets worse. We want everything better and to absolutely see our family's quality of life transform. Well, that's why I wanted to make this video, to draw you into the real actual side effects of chiropractic. They are freaking fantastic. It is nothing but good news. And now I hope I found you right in that moment where you were excited, you were intrigued, you were interested in chiropractic, but you still had some concern. And I hope this video, and then there's an article and other resources, and if you need them, just comment below and we will send them to you. Take that next step. Give us a call, get scheduled. If you're not local to us, go to the directory, fill out the form there to get connected to your nervous system focused family chiropractor, because these side effects and then the big effects and the big changes that our patients experience all the time, they are truly life transforming, because life happens so much healthier and so much better with a fully functioning nervous system. And all of us, our kids included, all the way back to pregnancy, labor, and delivery, we are exposed to so much stress and so much toxicity that our nervous systems are stressed out, wound up, and worn out. And that is what chiropractic care addresses better than anything else out there. I want you to have access to this so badly and so much for your whole family. So I hope this one helped. And if you know another family and another parent that could have benefits of understanding about these side effects, which are wonderful, good things from chiropractic, please share this video as well. Thank you. See you on the next one.